Hey everybody, welcome to another Sunday night chat. Got a great group of guys here, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot of bullshitting going on. So it should be a fun chat, entertaining, hopefully educational. If not, don't pay attention to us. We're just bullshitting. So anyway, I'm going to go down the line, and I'm going to start with SoCal, WTF SoCal.
Hey, TR, thanks for having me on. Just kind of flipping between web pages here. I don't have anything to say. Everybody listen to what Scotsman's going to say. Other than that, thanks for having me on. It's going to be fun.
The Crazy Scotsman, would you like to do an intro?
I appreciate you having me on, TR. Guys, if you haven't already, go donate to C-Max Arms. Help them out. We're at almost to $3,500 bucks. That is just freaking awesome. Appreciate everybody that's been helping out. This thing's about to get even bigger this week. I've been working with Kubota Boy, and we'll be releasing something later on this week, and it's going to be pretty big.
Yeah, I kind of been waiting on that because I've been wanting to do a follow-up video, but I was going to see what y'all was going to do first. All right, Rick, is your six covered? What's up, dude?
Hello, how's it going? Appreciate it. Thanks for the invite as always. Hello, panel. I know we've been talking for a little while. External, all you guys out there, appreciate you supporting TR. Other than that, let's get going.
Sweaty balls. Let's talk about sweaty balls.
Curious ain't here for all that.
So tell us about
your intro. Sorry for the delay.
No, it's okay. Changing carry guns. I big change in my last couple of years. I've been carrying the Glock 42. I switched my carry pistol. I'm not even going to pull it out because it's ready to rock. The CZ P10C. I'm just so happy with it. Did a video testing out a bunch of new defensive ammunition with it, and there you go. That's my new carry. So I'm real happy. Other than that, just normal shit going on. Good to be here. Thanks for having me.
Okay, cool. I was saying I'm sorry because I thought I muted myself. Hopefully I didn't keep popping up. I was typing. Mossy Nut, what's up, dude?
Not much, man. Thanks for having me on again, so I can sit here and be quiet. After last night, dude, you go through a lot of shit to go set one of these chats up, man. That's, dude. People just don't realize till they have to go do it, but there's a lot involved, man. But thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.
It's like shooting a gun and reloading. It's muscle memory. You get used to it so much, you just okay, go to that page, go to that page. Okay, yeah. Click that. Yeah, all right, done. You're doing it for over 2 fucking years. You gotta kind of get used to it. Anyway, Coda Boy, what's up, man?
Just recovering from the last night's Chaturama, and then we're going to go sit and start it all over again tonight. And I just want to give a big shout out to the Crazy Scotsman. He does have an incredible program put together, and it should excite a lot of people moving forward, and how this whole thing's going to go down. And it's going to happen quick, fast, and furious, and that's the way it should be, and it's going to be exciting. But thanks for having us on board tonight, TR. Really appreciate it, and look forward to having a great chat, man. You guys do hit that thumbs up button before you start listening to anything.
All right. Before I introduce Blue, well, no, I'll let Blue. Go ahead, Blue. Do an intro, man.
Oh, hey, thanks for the invite as always. Good to see everybody. This is a huge panel, probably the biggest I think we've probably had on the round table. Everybody out in the chat room, it's filling up. The only thing going on the channel, did a bunch of shooting over the weekend. Shot a bunch of, well, not a bunch. It's like there are 3 separate sets of expired ballistic panels. I started throwing those videos up. YouTube tried to screw me on the first one already by saying that I had a monetization strike because of not advertiser friendly or something. but I just basically hit the request review button and they already took it down. I just didn't quite understand that. But I got a new guy out in the external. Knox, if you want to type something in, if everybody could go sub up my buddy Knox. I actually know him. We've shot together quite a bit, known him for a few years, and he's just starting out on YouTube. So Knox, type something so that they can sub you if they want to, and that's pretty much all I got, man.
Okay, before we get into any serious stuff, well, I mean, it might be a little bit serious. Had a few thoughts going through my head, and I'm thinking, what 80s band does Coda Boy 32's hair look like the most? I'm thinking Flock of Seagulls, but y'all tell me what you think.
I'm going with Psychedelic Furs.
Well, I had to move to this side of here because I'm balding. So the lighting was hitting my head. So I've rearranged the camera angle.
And we all thank you for that.
He's just hanging out with Lance too much. That's all.
It's blinding.
Or maybe aha. Aha. That's it. Aha. Take on me.
Yeah,
those probably more
bands.
Flock of Seagulls, because it was more of a really, there was a bunch of hairspray in that one. Coda Boys is just kind of like
the 80s was all about hairspray, man.
Well, you know what? I did this for you guys, honestly, to give you something to talk about, and it worked. So there you go. Great job.
Target.
Well, at least we noticed.
Thank you. Am I bald on this side too? Shit.
How do you not notice that?
Comb that shit over, Trump.
I
Dude, the Scotsman, he's
Scotsman's like not saying a word at this point. He's like, dude, shut up, man. That's not
the
cool.
Scotsman don't care. He's showing it. He don't give a shit.
Man, there's no words for that kind of hairstyle, man. There's no excuse either.
All right, I'll shave it off next week. It'll be fine.
There you go.
See, now that video might get a lot of views.
Was it just me, or was I the only one that noticed Coda Boy looked like he got out of the shower and just kind of like did his hair like that with a towel and said, "Oh fuck it, I'm ready for the chat now."
Yeah, actually, I got up this morning and it was like that, and I said, "Screw it, I ain't got nowhere to go or any place to impress." So that was it. We went out to dinner at a Mexican restaurant. They looked at me like I was a little on the crazy side. But that's okay. I don't mind.
Hey, who gives a rat's ass?
Ratius Asius.
Ratisius Asius. Mine keeps turning gray every time I fly back to work. They're like, "Damn, you got a lot of gray hair." I'm all, it ain't any different than last month. And it might be actually, but I don't care as long as it stays in. I don't give a shit what color it is.
All right. The only serious topic that I do want to at least touch on and get you guys' opinion on it is all these fucking protests. All right. The thing that really gets me, you got a cricket in your house, in your garage.
A big one.
All right, let me mute
it.
No, don't mute it. Go shoot it.
I'm going to go shoot that son bitch. I'll be back.
10 millimeter, no problem.
At
Got
first,
this.
I thought somebody was throwing. At first, I thought somebody was throwing some sound effects on me, and I was like, "No, actually, I think somebody's got a cricket in their house."
It's funny because I have tinnitus so bad I can't even hear it. Even with a headset on, amplified, I can't hear it. Oh well, look at me. I guess, right?
The thing with all these protests is the ones that are calling, I won't say us, but anybody that's a Trump supporter, basically anybody that believes in not white nationalism, but nationalism, if you're proud of your country, because, you know, the anti-files, they're burning flags left and fucking right. They piss on the Constitution, burn American flags. They don't have nothing to do with anybody that's a patriot. Black Lives Matter. We can call it out here. I don't give a shit. I mean, they're calling for the death of fucking police officers. They don't believe in any kind of law and order whatsoever. So evidently they're fucking anarchists. But the thing that really gets me is calling everybody a Nazi and a fascist. And Antifa is short for anti-fascism. Well, fascism and Nazism is a liberal left-wing ideology. That's where it gets into socialism, where the government takes care of everybody. You get where I'm going? When these little rich white kids call us Nazis and they try to shut up our free speech, they're the brown shirts of Germany during the 40s, 30s. Shut up.
Yeah, but real quick, it's not the rich white kid. It's not the rich white kids. It's just the white kids.
Well, the white kids, yeah. Well, I can't say they're all rich. Yeah, you're right. Well, I know they're not fucking working because they're on the fucking streets every day fucking protesting. So I'm assuming somebody's bankrolling their fucking little ass, buying their PlayStations and what have you. Anyway, you know, it's such a oxymoron that they're calling us fascists, us fucking Nazis, because that's what they're doing. I mean, almost 30,000 people showed up exercising their First Amendment right to protest a rally held that 300 to 500 people put on in Boston. Almost 30,000 people showed up to protest a free speech rally. And all they was spewing out is anti-racism, anti-Nazi, anti-fascism, just on and on and on. It's like, okay, the fact that you're shutting down free speech, the fact that you're not letting people talk, makes you a fascist, makes you a Nazi. The hypocrisy is so fucking blatant, but they're so fucking ignorant that they don't get it. They have no fucking clue that they're the Nazis, that they're the fascists. Because, like I said, fascism and Nazism is a left-wing ideology. You know, free health care, guaranteed housing, guaranteed fucking job. We'll take care of you. We'll share the wealth. All that is Nazism and fucking fascism. Fascism is the government owns the corporations. There's a little bit of capitalism in there. You know, you can have a business and you can flourish and all that, but the government's going to run it and going to control it. I mean, I know we got a lot of regulations here, and to a point they do that here, but not like true fascism, where the government almost pretty much owns the damn business. We'll let you flourish, but we're going to own it. And all these kids, all these young people that's out there protesting by the tens and tens of thousands, they're screaming at us. Not that I've been there, but I'm just saying that we're Nazis and we're fascists and blah, blah, blah. And when in reality, they're the fascists and they're the Nazis. They got it totally 180 degrees flipped. And the media just fans the fucking fire. Yeah, you're right, blah, blah, blah. Is the media, okay, getting off subject, no, not really, but is the media fanning the flame because they want to see a fucking civil war in America? That's my question. Panel?
Yes. Yes, the media is definitely fanning the flames. And CNN tonight, or was it earlier today, they just had some panel members that are now, it's almost like they're curbing their news broadcasts to the Antifa, to that type of rhetoric that's the people they're reaching out to. And their people on their fucking news broadcasts are saying, you know, that we got to get rid of all statues. all George Washington, you know, erase Mount Rushmore, erase all this other shit. It's like, yeah, there's a fanning going on, and I'll let other people talk about that subject before I get on to my other part of that.
Well, take the politics out of it and just make the news organizations a business. What they're going to do to keep a story and keep people watching. I mean, you got to understand that even us, we get worked up on these news channels. Like, these news organizations are actually is entertainment and selling commercials. You really have to change your mindset, and that's why I quit watching the news, because yes, they have a political agenda, but let's look at it in the eyes of like a business of promoting your best fighter, right? You know, you might go, well, I can get more views if I promote these people here that are doing a lot of damage and get me a lot of views and that sort of thing. It's sort of like the shock therapy. So in a way, it is distorted, but they're also supporting the people that pay their bills, and that's the bottom line.
It really relates to shock value. I mean, living in Southern California, I remember when the O.J. Simpson, I remember the day that he went on his tirade and drove his Bronco all over Southern California. There wasn't a single news organization that wasn't covering that. There was probably 30 helicopters following him around. This is what makes the money. And Pops, you're absolutely right. It's who can grab your attention and keep you adhesed to your TV screen the longest. That's where the advertising pays off. And on a different note, going back to something TR had said kind of in his monologue, I don't really think that the Antifa honestly understand why it is they're all out there. I think there's probably maybe 100 out of maybe 1 million of them that really understand why they're out there in the streets throwing rocks and whatever they're doing. For the most part, I think the people that are burning flags and pulling down statues, they don't understand the history behind why the statues exist, the history behind the American flag and why it looks the way it does, and what it symbolizes, and what it really means to deface or vandalize or otherwise, destroy these monuments. They're literally, I think, honestly, doing it for shock value. They're just doing it to get attention, and that's even more disgraceful. I mean, they're just out there destroying shit for the fun of it, or just to get attention, for that matter. And it's fucking disgraceful. And I have a feeling most of these people, when they grow up and they get real jobs, if they survive it, they're going to figure out, fuck, I got to pay taxes. I have to have a real job in order to afford more Xbox games because my parents died and nobody's going to buy them for me. Shit. Maybe I don't want to pay for everybody that lives in my county's this, that, or the other thing, like I was mooching off the state. These people are all wise up. It's just, well, maybe I'm being ambitious and just hoping for the best. But I honestly don't believe they honestly realize in a long term what it is they're truly doing today.
Good point.
Very well said.
And it's like us, basically, on anyone that makes gun videos, right? If a company called us today and we were the only one that knew about it and we had the ability to give the information before anybody else, we would be doing it. You know what I mean? CZ comes out with a new whatever, and it comes out next month, but I already have one here and I'm going to show you, kind of deal. It's like back to what Rob says, it sells. That's the reason why people turn on the thing. And if it's not what they want to watch, they're going to turn it off, and there goes the advertising and everything else. So they don't want to lose money just like anybody else. But on the other hand, the shitbags that are doing all that stuff, that's a whole nother subject. They're not running around showing Blue, rescuing cats and you know, and you know, that kind of stuff. Police officers do great shit all day long, every day, and they're not showing that because nobody wants to watch that shit.
Speaking of which, just a little off topic, but did you guys see where now they're targeting anybody? It doesn't matter if you're EMS, fire, or police. It's just for whatever reason they're just coming at you, and it's horse crap. And
they haven't started targeting cabinet makers yet, which is going to be a serious problem if they do.
Yeah, that's going to be next month.
We got nails. We got nail guns. We don't fuck around.
Hey,
I
man.
tell you something. Me and some guys at work have been talking about. Maybe you've discussed it before too, or here, especially here lately, because shit's getting out of control, but it's escalating. Okay, you're gonna get the wrong. This is a fear of mine. You're gonna get the wrong bunch of rednecks, the wrong militia group, or just the wrong guy, period. He's going to show up at one of these rallies with a semi-automatic weapon, and there's going to be a fucking bloodbath. I fear that happening because of the government response to it. It almost...
who's gonna win?
Oh, he'll win. He'll win. Let me put on my tinfoil hat real quick. All right. But the problem
I think sometimes we lose track of the who's going to win this fight. You know.
Well,
sometimes, yeah. No, go ahead. I'm just trying to throw in that little point. But go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the one with the gun's going to win that battle, but we'll lose the war, because what is that going to have? You know, okay, there's a legal public fucking rally going on. There's tens of thousands of people. Guy shows up, couple guys shows up, maybe a squad, 5 guys. They decide, we're going to take care of this shit. We're tired of this shit. And they fucking open fire. And they kill 50 fucking people. I'm not saying they won't go to jail, they won't get executed, whatever. But what will happen? Are they not pushing this for this? This is where the tinfoil hat comes in. You can't let a tragedy go to waste. It's been said by Rommel. What the fuck is his name? Anyway, don't matter.
Rahm Emanuel.
Rahm Emanuel.
All right. So we're pushing for this to happen. It happens. Whether it's Antifa that show up with guns, or if it's just a few rednecks, a militia group, whatever. Because you know good, I mean, you got a crowd of damn people. They got baseball bats and fucking fireworks. You show up with AKs and AR-15s, there's going to be a fucking massacre, a fucking bloodbath. If that happens, and that's why I'm worried about that happening, because what is the response of the government? There's going to be laws passed. What laws are they going to try to pass? Without 9/11, there would not be the Patriot Act. There would not be the Department of Homeland Security. What is the next step? What is the agenda that they're fucking pushing? Like I said, tinfoil hat, but you call me crazy if you want. There is an agenda right now pushing for a fucking civil war. They're pushing it, pushing it, pushing it. These fucking idiots that's falling for it are fucking doing it. You know, they're trying. I mean, the Antifa, oh my God, I don't know how we hadn't already had repercussions from that. They should be laws passed about them wearing fucking masks at public protest or whatever. I mean, somehow you'd have. I'm not for more laws restricting our rights, but at the same time, what the fuck are we allowing these motherfuckers showing up with baseball bats and masks on and saying they're okay? How did the fuck did that happen? You know, and they're all fucking going after Trump for calling out the alt left, which I don't even like that term, alt left, alt right. But anyway, we'll just go with that for now. Calling out the alt left and not singling out the white supremacists. Okay, you had 300 people there that, okay, we'll just say there was white fucking supremacists. Okay, whatever. But then you had thousands of people show up to fucking counter protest that. And then on top of that, you had this group of people with baseball bats, fire grenades, balloons filled with piss and shit, literally throwing it at people. It's assault left and right. And the media and the government only wants to talk about Trump didn't react fast enough. Trump didn't call out the white supremacists. Trump didn't, why did he talk about the, alt left? The white supremacists didn't, I mean, not that I support them, but they didn't do shit. It was a fucking Antifa. It was a Black Lives Matter.
Well, see, what I think you're talking about, TR, is step 2 or stage 2 of this thing, because they're basically, if you can get a group of individuals, whatever, purple, round, doesn't really matter. If you can get them, say, we'll just call them rednecks for the day. If you can get them to pull triggers, right, that's what they want. And the reason why they want that is then they can say, okay, we're going to do martial law in this area or whatever the case is. Now they're going to come to our houses. And then that's when you become the civil war you're talking about. Because we're not going to give up our guns because a group of individuals decided to shoot a few of these ass clowns in some park somewhere for displaying their freedoms and their freedom of speech and their abilities to attack us and not do anything about it.
I mean, it to me, it's fairly obvious that this is a staged set of events happening. If we keep pushing it, if we keep forcing these people together, damn, I got the hiccups. There's going to eventually, other than a few people getting hit with rocks and pepper spray and all that, okay, that's not enough. That's not enough. That's not. Okay, eventually they're going to get, we need people fucking shot. We need bloodshed big time. And if they keep pushing it, and if these gullible pieces of shit that don't know their ass from a hole in the ground keep falling for it, eventually it's going to happen. There's going to be somebody that says, you know what, fuck this. Grab his goddamn shotgun, whatever, go downtown and just start fucking blasting people. And then it'll start a chain of events that'll happen that will affect all of us. Yeah, Frank. Get Frank out there. Poke. Keep getting these groups together. The whole thing with the statues. We had Obama as a president for 8 fucking years. Those statues didn't mean a shitting thing to nobody. They've been there 100 fucking years or longer. They wasn't a problem. Well, refugees didn't work. Russia didn't work. Okay, fuck it. Now we'll go with racism. And me and the guys have been talking. I hate to steal the floor so much. I got a lot of shit on my mind. Me and the guys are talking to work. I live in the Bible Belt. Rob, you live in the Bible Belt. Rick, you now live in the Bible Belt. Fuck, well, hell, Coda Boy does too. How often do you see the fucking KKK walking around downtown? How often do you see the fucking KKK or any white supremacist group holding rallies, talking about it? How you don't? You fucking don't. Like I said, I married a woman from fucking New Jersey. She came here. She'd been in the South for a while. She said racism. I'm not saying racism doesn't exist. I'm just saying it's a very, very, very fucking small percentage. She's like, the fucking South is way more interracial than the fucking North. And she was amazed by it. She's like, y'all really are not racist like we were taught, like we've been told. We're like, no, we don't really give a shit what color you are. If you're an asshole, you're an asshole. It really don't fucking matter what color you are, what race you are, what ethnicity, what fucking country you're from. We don't really give a shit. If you're cool, you're cool. If you're an asshole, you're an asshole. Period. And You know, and this is coming from a black woman from fucking New Jersey. She's like, fuck, it's great down here. I don't ever feel racial tension down here. And I'm like, well, I don't really either. I'm sure it goes on here and there, but for the most part, we're not racist people, you know. I don't really care.
When I go out there, and it's rare, but when I do, I notice a difference. You know, coming from, you know, the Los Angeles basin, basically it's a bowl that's 100 miles long and 30 miles wide, 13 million people. There are all races and creeds of individuals, and still to this day, I don't know if it's been exacerbated by what's going on, at least since Obama, really. So say the last 10 odd years, you know, it's gotten worse here, where sometimes you're genuinely uncomfortable. Like, you're trying to be cool, you're trying to be nice and cordial, and I'm not going to say what race, because
I know exactly what you're talking about, John, because when I moved to North Carolina,
it's not that way there. When I go to visit there, it's not at all.
Back and forth, and I can tell you there's a huge difference. And the way we can say it is less thug-like.
Yeah, yeah, and it might be gang related. I understand what you're saying.
Any of the colors doesn't really matter. They don't have a chip on their shoulder,
right?
Like
exactly.
They do in California.
Exactly.
And whether that's a chip on the shoulder, trying to be a badass, whatever you want to call it, there's not that here. I mean, I can walk up to any color and be just as cool, and it's normal. Where you go back to California and you're thinking the whole time, man, I might get my ass kicked for saying the exact same thing I would say anywhere else. I mean, and it's just like, hey, how's it going? Or, you know, and it's a totally different beast.
And it's a great example would be like, you know, going to a gas station, put the pump in, go into the store, grab a bag of Fritos, whatever. On the way out, you pass by somebody who's not the same race as you. You hold the door open for them. In the South, the guy would grab the door from you and say, thank you. Here, it's like this, and I can't say it's everybody, but it's 50% of the time. They'll just walk through the door like, thank you. I'm entitled to you holding the fucking door open for me. Damn straight you better hold it for me and everybody I know, because you should be, you know, like it's my duty because of, you know, whatever happened 200 years ago. They're still feeding off of that crap. And yeah, like I said, a lot of situations here are just straight up uncomfortable, where it really shouldn't be. And again, going back to the media, I do believe indeed that they feed that, along with the Al Sharptons and the what's the name of that preacher guy? Not preacher, but Jesse. What's his name? The senator.
Jesse Jackson.
Yeah. Those types of individuals they make a huge living and a giant profit off of making sure that there is racial tension.
That everybody hates everybody.
Yeah.
Well, otherwise they wouldn't have a job. Yeah. You know, like I said, I mean, call it conspiracy theory or whatever. I mean, there's some kind of agenda to keep us going. Well, it's divide and conquer. That's the bottom line. Divide and conquer. People in power don't want us all getting along, because then we'll see the bullshit they're doing. It's like, okay, yeah, you know, me and guy next door, you know, we should do this, we should do that, we shouldn't be doing this, we shouldn't be doing that. And if all of America, in a general consensus, said, yeah, we should be doing this, well, then the government can't do what they want to do. The corporations that's lining their fucking pockets aren't getting the results they want, so the money's going to come back. I mean, you can get into some really deep conspiracy theories. But anyway, we'll just leave that alone. But well, hell, look at the last. Look at any election. Go back and look at the history of elections. It's damn near 50-50 almost every fucking election. Not every time, but close. Just like with this last election, 50-50. Let's keep the fucking public divided. We want half the people hating this half of the people. Because if we do that, we can do whatever the fuck we want and keep them fighting with each other, and they won't be looking at us.
TR, let's get this shit right. 51-49. We fucking won.
I haven't seen, I mean, I really didn't pay attention to politics until maybe 10 years ago. Maybe a little longer than that, but I have not seen such a disgraceful shit-slinging fucking 18 months ever in my interest in politics that I saw, you know, last year when it came down to even the Republican debates were just fucking horrible. What a fucking, it was a circus of disgraceful friggin' behavior, and it was all just glorified by the left-wing media. And fuck, if we can control that, we're never going to be able to, but we can tone it down a little bit and just have a serious freaking conversation instead of just shitting and pissing all over one another. I think that's when the rest of the country will discover what is important on down the road.
Do you really think that that's a possibility of happening now? With as long as
no, I don't.
I mean, seriously, like right now, I mean, we could have, you know, this group here. We've got what, 8 people on the panel. And let's just say 4 people agreed with what was being said, 4 people didn't agree. And it's happened before. There's a little, I don't want to say yelling, but there's some very strong opinions that come out. And we all at the end of, but there again, I think it's, I don't want to say education level, but maybe common sense, because it seems like a lot of these assholes that are out causing the problems, they're just college kids and they're supposed to have like the best education. You know, they're getting the best education and they're the ones that are doing this shit. Common sense is out the door. I don't think this country, and I hate saying this, will ever get back to a point where we can sit like this on a panel, even if we don't agree or do agree, and discuss stuff and say, all right, this is what the problem is. How do we fix it? My personal opinion with this mob mentality and this goddamn Antifa bullshit, and I said this way before. I said this the whole way back at the Ferguson riots. If somebody's committing a forcible felony, dead on sight, I mean, that's, you can't let this shit go. You can't. And I'm trying to kill the cricket. I'll go back and try again. The last time it ran under the woodpile, I will get that son of a bitch. But it's just, I don't think that this country is ever going to come back from where we are now until something major happens, be it a civil war, be it, which, like what TR said, I'll mirror his comment. I don't want more laws out there. However, whenever you have these mobs that are getting together and like 2 get arrested out of 10,000 that are causing an issue, that's horseshit. That's just like the drug dealer that sells drugs for 10 years finally gets busted. He's made thousands and thousands and thousands, and he gets a couple months probation, and he's out there freaking, you know, selling drugs again. It's the exact same thing. The punishment doesn't match what is happening. And I'm going to go get that sumbitch.
Somebody gonna talk?
I'm thinking he's police officer. Surely go dig in your trunk. Ain't you got some flash bomb grenades or some shit like that out there? To fucking
some kind of fucking
unload on
taser
that
or some
motherfucker.
Can write that bitch.
Hey, TR, not take
gunpowder
away from the seriousness of your rant, but I think you need to give that hat to Coda Boy.
to cover his hair.
Hey, you know what?
His hair looks good.
I'm gonna move the camera. This is bullshit.
He looks like a sweaty hooker that just got done.
Exactly.
I was kind of proud of my damn tinfoil hat. This is my one of my Dixie cups from the Navy.
You should be
It's
proud
not
of
even
it, man.
fully wrapped. I just like fucking squeezed some tinfoil on it one night on a chat, and I was like, okay, I got my tinfoil hat on now.
You can get a patch for the front of that damn thing.
Here's my. I didn't wear the Dixie cup that much. That's just when I was in dress blues. This one is dusty.
When you were trying
This
to,
is the
when you were
cap.
trying to pick up chicks at the freaking on your leave.
Here's my actual cap that I actually wore the most in uniform. As a CB, we wore greens. We were and with a you had to put the thing in there and form the fucking octagon fucking hat and all that shit. That's what I wore most of the time. I wasn't high ranking, but I did have a fucking crow, so there you go.
Hey, you were
That's
there.
eagle.
That's all that mattered.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man.
It's technically a eagle, but we call it a crow because we're enlisted. But you can go on a Air Force base, and these little motherfuckers will salute the shit out of you because they think you're a fucking colonel.
I just went and freaking sprayed the hell out of that corner with some wasp killer, so I better have got that son of a bitch.
We'll find out.
3 strikes and you're out, motherfucker.
Yeah, that was strike 2. Next is Tannerite. You know what you should do is cover them up, cover that cricket up with the frickin' those old vests you got, and then shoot the shit out of it and see if he survives.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he'd be squished. And that's the one comment I've got on those videos the most is that, you know, I wish you would have done that test a little different, strapped the vest to a tree, did this, did that. Yeah, I realize that now, you know, hindsight's 2020. I wish I would have done the same thing, but I still think it was cool.
Dude, you can't do a bulletproof vest on YouTube correctly. Trust me. I put out videos 5 years ago. Every motherfucker on the planet is a critique about those videos. You didn't hit it the right angle. You didn't shoot it in the same spot. You did shoot it in the same spot. You didn't use the right ammo. You didn't tell me the ammo you were using. You didn't tell me the length of barrel you were shooting it out of. I mean, at this point, I just want to take the fucking videos down, but they got thousands and thousands and thousands of views. So every morning I wake up and there's a fucking comment on one of my bulletproof vests. I'm like,
It's haunting you.
I'm like, there's the next fucking retard right there telling me what I need to do. Oh, ballistic gel would have been great. Yeah, send some into the channel. You pay for it, I'll do it. Go for it. Yeah. You know.
Actually, well, I think a tree would be the worst thing to do because that's a solid object you're putting it against. Mm-hmm. If you're wearing a bullet or bullet resistant gear, well, we can't always say it's bulletproof, but
yeah, it's not bulletproof, but they do stop a fucking slug because I've shot them with slugs. I shot them with tons of slugs. They fucking stop the slug every time. 44 Magnum, they stop them. Civil defense ammo will roll right straight through it, and 22 mag will roll right through it. If it's ball ammo, if it's CCI, if it's total metal jacket, I've done it all. If y'all want to know what the fuck goes through, ask me. I've done it. I can tell you everything about it.
Yeah, but
well,
I think
was pretty good because it showed what the jacket itself, the armor itself would take. Because if you get hit, you're not a tree. You're not solid. You're not gonna not move.
I mean, I'm like a tree. I'm like a fucking tree, motherfucker. I'm like a tree trunk. Fuck you.
I mean, you know, maybe if you strap it to a bag of potatoes or a fucking watermelon, I don't know. Maybe that would be more realistic. But there again, I know me and a Tool Monkey was talking about it at work today or yesterday or something. It's like, yeah, it stopped some of them bullets, but my God, you would be in a fucking hospital because your ass would be laid the fuck out.
That's the one reason I like where I put him at, because it showed the force that the bullet hit him at, and it's like, oh, that's like the other biggest comment is like, you know, I don't think I'd want to wear one because I wouldn't want to feel the pain or something like that. It's like, what? You know, what? Yeah, I'm like looking at the comment and going, all right, you don't want to feel the pain, but you'd be okay with death. It's like.
Sometimes I wonder how I've made such good friends on YouTube, because most fucking people that watch YouTube are fucking idiots.
What?
Yeah, but it's the ones that don't make videos, because the ones that don't make videos usually know everything about everything.
Oh, they're fucking specialists at that shit too.
Oh yeah, they're super operators.
God.
Hey, in Call of Duty, I wear that tack gear that gets my health back up real quick, so I can take a shot to the head. But as long as I don't take another one, I'll be good to go.
Yeah, those are hard to find, Blue.
Yeah, where do they sell those? Skinny Mech sell those?
Skinny Medic sells them.
I have both kinds of body protection, whatever you want to call it. I've got the carrier with the plates and everything. I bought a set for me and my wife when they went on sale. And then I got a bunch of I bought a pallet full of flak vests for $7 a piece. And the Kevlar that's in them, if you look at it real good, it's the same Kevlar in a bulletproof vest, you know, that cops wear. So I started doing videos about bulletproof vests, but they were flak jackets. And every other motherfucker that watches that video has to educate me on the fact that that's not a bulletproof vest. Like, if you were so fucking smart, you would realize, just like me, that it's the same fucking thing. It's just named something different because it's for a different purpose. It's a flak jacket because, you know, in the military you might take some shrapnel or something, yeah. But it's the same 4 layers of fucking Kevlar as a fucking body, whatever you call bulletproof vest that cops wear. So anyway.
Well, I know I wore a flak jacket in Desert Storm, and it's way thicker than what Blue was shooting at. And they flat out told us, it's like, this is not going to stop a direct hit from a fucking rifle. Mm-hmm. If you get hit with a direct hit, it's going to go through. It's going to go through you. It may stop a glancing blow.
I tested the rifle rounds through it as well, and every rifle round went straight through it.
Oh, yeah. Even like we wear the soft body armor, and then like in the very center, I'm not going to go in and get it, but you can get them in. It's either just another layer of Kevlar that kind of goes just over the center part. It's not very big. It's only like that, but or you can get it in porcelain, or you can get the steel. But
ceramic is the lightweight good shit. Yeah,
it's still not going to stop a rifle.
Their ceramic stuff will stop a .308 round.
No shit.
Yeah.
I wish I could find some old those things to test those out.
I don't think they.
Yeah, you're talking about an actual panel for a plate carrier, Rob, right?
Yeah. Oh, it's an insert for a plate carrier. Yeah.
Yeah. No,
the ceramic's pretty thick.
Yeah, it's not the stuff. I think Blue's talking about. It's the. I just said it a second. I can't. The trauma plate. It's basically another square that goes right where your heart is.
Right.
Actually, I have one right here.
Oh. Well, yeah, I'm sure there's all kinds of different things that I'm not familiar with, but I do know that is it level 3 that stops at .308? I think it's level 3 or level 4. That you can get steel or you can get the ceramic, which is lightweight. It costs a whole lot more though.
It's that extra piece.
Yep, that's it.
But it's just more of a level 3A.
Yeah, it's just more Kevlar. That's all it is.
Yeah.
You know, after all these years of wearing one, this one's just sitting here from the last chat. I never knew what Kevlar was, and I don't know if it's going to show up. But you know, this is your Kevlar. This is after it got exploded a couple times, but that's it.
Yeah, I still got a bunch of them. I could do tests all day long, but
let's line your vehicle and do an A-team freaking thing. Like your van, you still got the van? No, you got rid of that.
The tactical minivan? Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, let's line that whole thing with vests, glue it on there, do some A-team shit.
I still have to put miles in that van. I can't. It might look cool though, going down the road with bullet holes in it. That might be kind of cool.
No, I'm talking line that shit with vests. That'd be badass.
No, but actually, I'm thinking that might be kind of neat to put bullet holes all through that van and then just drive it daily, and everybody that looks at me like, oh fuck, that dude's been in a firefight. Don't fuck with him, you know. I think I might do that actually.
Those aren't the stickers.
Yeah.
Just
no,
don't
not
do
the
the zip.
No, legitimate like holes straight through it.
No, I know. That'd be badass.
Yeah. I think that might actually be a neat project.
You roll the window up, shoot the bottom, and then roll it down.
Yeah.
Shoot the top.
Yeah, just fucking raise the hood, put bullet holes through the hood, lower it back down.
Pull all the
hanging out
panels
in the
off.
wrong part of Charleston.
That might be our next Farmageddon project. I'm going to bring that minivan out there.
That would be fucking cool.
Just don't hit the engine, the windows, or the AC, or the fucking gas tank, and I'll be good.
Tank, yeah, the gas tank kind of sucked.
Oh my God, that would be such a Swiss cheese fucking van after that.
You wouldn't even be able to sit against it. You'd cut the shit out of yourself.
No, but you could raise the back hatch and like shoot rounds through it, so it looked like bullets are coming out of it, and then close it back. And then I think you could strategically like put rounds through it, like on a steep angle, to where it wouldn't hit anything vital. I think I might actually do that.
Well, you could open the doors up, same thing, just like the hatch and the hood you're talking about.
Yeah.
Open the doors up, you know, shoot through it where it, one way or the other, it doesn't matter. You know,
can you imagine driving around town with a fucking car that's been shot to hell?
I don't know, but I want to go on first drive with you.
You got to do it in succession, like so it looks like an automatic weapon, like pow, 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 pow.
Yeah, like a line going up or whatever.
And you got to do one right through the driver's door.
Yeah. I'm definitely going to do that because, you know, we totaled that van, or someone totaled it, ran it in the back of my wife, and they paid us for the van, and I bought it back from the insurance company and put it back on the road. So it actually has a salvage title as it is right now. So.
Pretty soon it's going to have a sliced cheese title. That would be pretty awesome.
Mm-hmm.
There's Elvis. Mr. Holster.
Yeah, you just tell them, like, I was trying to get to such and such. I took a wrong turn, or otherwise just say, well, I just live in a bad section of town.
I'll put a bumper sticker on the back of it. It just says, don't fuck with me.
No, just say, this is what happened to the last guy that tried to steal this thing.
Or I'm still alive, you know? The other guy's dead or something like that.
Do some chalk on the side where like blood streaks going down the fucking side of the car.
Some forensics
some evidence,
dusting for prints.
Yeah, the stuff for the powdered for the
police line do not cross, like
crime scene tape.
I'd put on an Antifa mask and drive that bitch around.
Oh, Jesus. Now you're talking, man. Now you're talking.
I mean, if you're gonna do it, you might as well do it right, you know.
Hell yeah, go big or go home.
Like I said, I'd be worried about that. I wouldn't put the bandana on because that might make you a target for real. There's going to be a redneck somewhere is going to step out of something. Just fuck these motherfuckers.
I'll put a Trump sticker on the back, and that'll explain everything.
America, put it on
a Trump sticker minivan with bullet holes through it. That's kind of awesome, actually, when you think about it.
Then put Trump train on the back.
Yep.
I got a Trump sticker.
All right.
You can borrow.
Got a new project now.
Yeah. All right, let's meet up in 30 minutes. Let's get this shit going. The B team.
Yeah, I know.
That would be badass. So let's just put a bunch of bumpers and shit on it after we shoot it all up.
I think I could shoot out the back windows. I mean, I don't think I'll ever need those anymore. And I don't know if those are tempered or not. If you put rounds through them, I don't know if they stay in place with just the bullet holes through them. That would be cool if it did. But
no, those will go bye-bye. Those will everything but the front windshield.
Oh yeah, because they're not laminated. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll get some window tint put on them first, and then shoot through them.
Or maybe you just leave them and like you got lucky or something. Then the rain don't screw up your shit.
Now that van it's trash, but I love driving it. Oh, Calvin drove it to the farm last time. That was a tactical minivan. I parked it at the airport, and I was like, fuck it.
Hey, will you pick them up in that this next time if you get it all dialed in?
That thing rocks, dude. That thing hauls ass. It's like every intersection I left, it was spinning the tires.
That's the one.
That's because you had all the luggage in the back. The front wheel drive probably.
It's got like a 4-liter V6 in it. It's very capable van.
Yeah, it's got a torque, man.
BT,
I'm not joking.
baby.
It was spinning the tires.
That's what Coda Boy made that one famous in my video. He's like, when the 50 BMG round went into the fire, he's panning around and stuff, and it's like, whose minivan is that? And you hear Pops go, mine.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's paid for.
You should have drove that around the fire.
I should have parked it on top of the fire.
No, man, all that stink and smell of plastic and bullshit.
I do want to get a car out there from the junkyard that we can like fucking just like go
train on.
Yeah.
Like you're sitting in the seats around the thing. That would be bad.
No, like to shoot at and stuff.
I'll tell you right now. You guys down where the farm is kind of like our area. If you go to a local like tow company or whatever, they'll give you a car. I mean, the front end or back end might be a little bit damaged, but they're looking to get rid of it. They won't come back and get it, but they'll probably donate one if you tell them it's for a charitable,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll take a flatbed, and I got a buddy that's got a really long flatbed I could borrow. I want to get like 2 or 3. I want to get like a couple that you can like use to, and then like one that you're shooting at. You know what I mean?
I tell you what would be good for, if you could get some. I mean, there's thousands of fucking videos out there on it. That irregardless, before we shoot the shit out of it though, we could do some videos of somebody like sitting in the driver's seat, passenger seat, whatever it is. Set some targets up in front of it. Shoot through the windshield. If you get one that's got a good windshield, shoot through the windshield. See where the bullet goes. You got a target there. Aim at the target. Is it going to go up? Is it going to go down? I know what it's going to do already. But anyway, we could actually do some really good educational videos. If you're in a car, this happens. Do a few little quick videos on some shit like that. Afterwards, we can shoot the fuck out of it. But we could actually put out some really good videos on. You're in a car. Getting back to what I started with, a mob attacks you.
Right. Yeah.
If you shoot through the windshield, where's the bullet gonna go?
In the face.
Well, if it's a pistol round, it's going to deflect high, but if it's a rifle round, it's going to go straight through them.
Yeah. Depends if you're inside the car or outside.
If you did do that, it would be a good opportunity. Or say the side glass is still good. Okay, you got a flashlight that's got a glass breaker in it. Where do you need to hit? What do you need to do to get this glass to break out? If the door's jammed up, you couldn't get out. Where do you need to hit? Like I said, most of us has probably already seen and know what to do, but we could show, no, don't do that, do this.
Shoot him in the face.
Shoot him in the face.
Shoot him in the face.
But just in case anybody out there is watching or watches this later, if you're trying to break a window out, even if you got a glass breaker, don't hit it in the fucking middle. You hit it at the fucking edge.
Yep.
You hit it in the middle and fucking it will give.
Well, it's 1,000 pounds per square inch. That's why when you get a tiny little sharp object, and you tap on the window, it'll crack better than a big hammer will, because you need that much force to crack a piece of windshield. Not windshield, side window.
But I'm just saying, from what I've seen, from videos I've seen, if you think, well, hell, I'll just take my damn flashlight. It's got a glass breaker on it, and you try to hit it the middle.
Yeah, it's harder.
You won't break it, but you'll break it easier if you hit it the edge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and it's probably people that don't know that.
Yeah.
Tell them about
spark plug works the best.
Rob,
if you get broken, like a broken ceramic toilet or something, because this has happened. A couple kids had they had taken a bunch of like broken toilet, little pieces of sharp ceramic, and you just throw it at a window, it'll just destroy a whole car. Compared to like rocks, because of it's so tiny and hits at such precision because of the sharp object, it'll crack windows all day long. And it ended up being a windshield company, a son of a windshield company, and they were out basically making business for themselves.
Interesting.
It's kind of like firefighters starting fires.
Yeah. or cops shooting unarmed people, I guess. Same thing.
You say.
But like I said, I mean, I'm not trying to make it all serious and stuff. I'm just saying, if you did, and I'm not asking that you do that, but if you did get some kind of scrap car, I think it would be a good opportunity to make some somewhat educational videos. I mean, not that we're fucking experts, but if we all put our minds together and you get the group of us together, I think we could come up with some good scenarios and at least get one or two things kind of done.
You better put a big disclaimer on that thing and said, we are not professionals. Please do
that's fine. That's fine.
We're professionals.
I'm a professional. Fuck all that.
I'm professional.
She's the professional.
If I tell you anything, it's true.
I'm a professional administrator and engineer.
You can't even log
Nothing
in
to do with shooting.
Chat.
I know everything there is to know about everything, so it's all good.
Moss is just
important, right, Rob? If I don't know about it, it wasn't important enough to know about.
Exactly. Fuck it. It didn't matter.
You have to trust me. I can shoot in my backyard, shoot myself, and have my buddy try to dig a goddamn bullet out of me. This shit can't be done. Fuck it.
Exactly.
No, I mean, seriously, though. I mean, yeah, I would definitely put a disclaimer on it probably, but I think it's still good. I mean, I've never trained to shoot through a windshield. I've watched videos on it, but I've never done it.
I would just like to be able to use a vehicle to train on or around for personal purposes. That would be the cat's ass. We could recreate that the golf cart race that we did around the fire. Let's say live fire. And
yeah, the golf cart's broken right now. It won't go. I gotta get it fixed.
Not to mention the tannerite factor. Yeah. Oh, we need to get rid of all these windows. There's just far too many windows and accessories on this car.
Let's a roof.
5-pound bucket of tannerite.
I'm pretty sure I can hook you up with a tannerite.
We can make a convertible
instantly. There's a couple 100 pounds of tannerite at the farm at all times.
Well, you could even do videos of like. I mean, I don't know the scenario you use, but it's like, okay, this is what happens in the movies. This person's standing on this side of the car, and they're somehow protected. Watch this 9mm bullet go slam through the fucking car.
Armored piercing.
I love this fucking car. I would make videos. There'd be videos coming out for a fucking month.
Well, you just put some GoPros on the inside of the car so you can get the bullets coming through and all.
And that'd be another video of why 40 is better than 9.
Yeah. Right. Exactly. Yeah. Because it'll go through the windshield. The 9 just goes tink, tink, tink. Or we could up the stakes and go, why carry a pistol when you should be carrying a rifle?
Yeah.
That's a good one.
I don't know. I just throw that out there.
Pistol's
If
just
you had
a pistol is a Band-Aid. A rifle is a fucking monkey wrench.
We'll just, whatever we drive there, we'll do car roulette. We'll put everybody's car in a hat.
No, fuck that.
That's a long fucking
In charge of picking it out.
I can do that now.
freaking Yankee Ford said he has a car out in his. I think he said it was a Trooper. I forget what make that is or what. Yeah, what make.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a box. It looks like a box.
All you got to do is get it out there.
I want to get something that still runs so we can operate operationally out of this operatable car. You know, we can like be throwing fire downrange out of the fucking doors slung open and stuff.
That's why we need the A team, the B team van. I'm telling you, this would be awesome. We'd put a hole in the top.
Sunroof.
I want to get one of those VW things, you know, where it's just like there's no top on it or nothing.
Oh, those are badass.
You know, we can.
Those things are expensive. No pun intended.
No, I know they're hard to hard to come by now. Back in the day, they were like $500.
Should have thought of this like 30 years ago when you could buy one for like $300.
You know, where were you guys then? Jesus Christ.
Making fun of those damn things.
Yeah, did anyone of y'all have a friend that owned a Yugo? Those $4,000 brand new cars back in the 80s.
Oh, yeah.
It was a
I know.
real popular
I didn't
military
even
yacht
know.
back in the day. That was fun.
You go, we go.
I got my new Yugo. Well, you go away with that thing.
Yeah, Yugo fucking insane trying to fix that bitch.
Fuck, back in the 80s, I was a muscle car guy because that's all we could afford, and we was all about, spinning tires and having fun. You could buy Mustangs, fucking Barracudas, Dodge Chargers, Camaros. They were $800 all day long. All day.
My buddy's best friend in college, my roommate in college, he bought it was like a 73 Camaro. No, it was a 71 Camaro for like $800 and it ran. It was like fucking worked. It was a good car. He drove it all through college. He sold it and now it would probably be worth like fucking 10 grand.
I would take a Pinto over a Yugo, minus for sure.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Put a bumper on the back.
Jay Gregg says he had a 4-door version. They called it the WeGo. I don't know if that's true or not, but hey, who's in the zone of the fucking solar eclipse here on this panel besides me?
I guess we're supposed to get it too over here somewhere at some point.
Are you getting the full 100 or?
Yeah, we're in the totality zone. Are you in Scotsman? Are you taking the day off or what?
Oh no, I'll be at work, dude. But shit happens.
Mostly where it's in the 100%. Like no one's working. Like the whole town shuts down. So
yeah, for where I work, they never freaking close.
Everybody's going to be standing in the street staring at the sky with sunglasses on anyway.
Well, we're throwing a big party here at the house, and the family's coming over and everything, and friends, and everything. So it's kind of a big deal. But I think, I actually have one of my guys wants to go into work, so he's going to work. But we're technically not open tomorrow. So
yeah, even the company I work for, which is a big corporation, I had to give them props. They're going to shut down for a few hours or whatever I don't know. And they're buying everybody lunch. They provide them all glasses. They're shutting the plant down just so everybody can go out and see the eclipse. So I thought that was pretty cool. I don't have to work tomorrow, so
make sure you wear the glasses. 3 days from now, you'll be blind as hell.
Sounds like you should show up to work anyway. If you get a free meal and some glasses, that's pretty awesome.
Damn Skippy. Hey, Pop, last night you were saying if you point your camera at the eclipse, it's going to break it. Were you fucking kidding me?
That's what I've been told. If you don't have the right lens on it,
You gotta have the right filter on your lens.
right? And they're all sold out. Like you can't find them anywhere. So.
Can you just put the glasses over the top of the lens?
Yes, you can.
Because my wife told me that, and I was like, "You are fucking crazy."
No, we have 15 pairs of glasses. I'm gonna rig up my one camera that I don't care if it breaks. And it actually has a very small little thing. I'm gonna put it on a tripod, and I'm gonna tape the glasses over it, and I'm just gonna see how it goes. And whatever, if it works, great. If it doesn't, fuck it, whatever.
Have you guys seen the? It's all over YouTube. If you can't find a thing of the glasses, you take a cereal box and line it with aluminum foil and stuff. But I mean, I've seen a lot of media also saying that that's the way to go. So it's got to be correct.
With the
that's an old school method where you're looking at the reflection, you're not looking at the actual sun.
Yeah.
Okay.
Another thing they're talking about too is while it's transitioning over to totality, if you're in an area where it's even doing that, look down at the ground and watch the different, because the angles of the sun are going to change basically. So all your shadows will look a lot different, I guess. And
they're doubled up. I was telling my wife, I said, we got our kids the glasses, and I told her, I said, what I'm going to be looking at is the wildlife, what the dogs will be doing. And the coolest thing is I don't know if y'all remember, I think it was back in the 80s, we had an eclipse, and I somehow got able to stay home from school, but it was just cool watching the double shadows. You got, like, if you see a leaf, there'll be a shadow here and another shadow on the other side of it. It's just wild.
Yeah.
I'm going to take my Shadow 2 out for that.
There you go. Nice. Anoint it properly.
I'm going to lay my blocks out on the ground and see if I can get them to melt, or if they turn into CZs or something cool.
Death Ray. Yeah, we'll call it the Glock Death Ray Day or something.
So I wonder if you take a Shadow 2 out to get a double shadow from an eclipse, does it make it like a Shadow 4?
Ooh.
Turns it orange.
No, it's like a shadow squared, I think. Like
if you take an SPO1, a regular one.
Right.
That would turn it into an infinity, I'm guessing, actually.
Oh.
Rob, since you're like in the 100% zone, what's your weather supposed to be like tomorrow? Is it going to be clear?
They're calling for morning, possible thunderstorms, afternoon thunderstorms, but during the middle of the day, it's supposed to be pretty good. So, whatever, we'll any reason for a day off is all the fuck I care about. We can watch it on TV, and I think NASA is gonna have the shit on anyway, so who gives a fuck?
That's kind of cool that if you had a thunderstorm and it went to black, then everything you could see the thunderstorm at night, all of a sudden it'd be daylight again. That in itself would just be pretty neat.
Yeah, it's like a 3-hour event if you really take the whole, like, from the beginning to end. And anyway, so during those 3 hours, hopefully it'll be clear at some point in time, I guess is the whole point. So
should be pretty cool.
Yeah. What time is it supposed to start? I'm like eclipse ignorant. I haven't
2:30 or something.
paid attention.
Well, no, that's on the west. He's on the west.
Well, I mean, if I can do math pretty good, especially small numbers.
No, but go to the Weather Channel and they'll tell you exactly your area.
Yeah, punch in your zip code and it'll tell you what the percentage is of what you'll get to see, and then time frame.
I know when it hits South Carolina in my area, which is the tip of South Carolina, is around 2:30.
Yeah.
2:30, 2:38. So for you, it would be 3 hours before that.
I was thinking about doing I was thinking about actually doing a live stream through the whole thing, but I may or may not do that. So if y'all,
I meant to bring
if y'all see me go live, that's what it'll be. So.
Yeah, I meant to bring my welding glasses home, and I forgot those. But I'm thinking about popping open a floppy disk and pulling the disc out, put that over the camera, point it at the sun. I don't know if it'll protect it enough, but
well, What are your welding glasses rated at?
I got some 3s and 5s.
You got to have
they're
14
not
or better.
welding glasses; they're cutting glasses.
Yeah, 14 or better on your welding glasses.
Yeah,
You're gonna find.
yeah. These are for cutting and brazing, but it doesn't matter. I forgot them either way.
I got some pretty bitchin' Ray-Bans I'm gonna use. I think they'll be fun.
Take a video of that. That's what I want to see.
You just need these ones, guys.
Yeah.
There you go. Now you're talking.
That's what I'm
Maui,
thinking.
Maui Jims will save you. Just wear Maui Jims.
Hey, I want to give you guys a little secret in case you're not, you're not up on your high-tech gizmo gadgets. When you go mountain biking and you want to video it, you have to have the chip in it. I was like, fuck.
Hey, Yankee 4 is asking, will welding mask work? A welding mask will work if it's not the auto darkening type, because the auto darkening is not going to react to the slow change or whatever. So,
yeah.
And you got to have number 14 or better, and it's hard to find.
Well, if it's a straight up welding helmet, it should be good.
Yeah.
The welding helmet is 11 to 13, your standard. So that's why I'm saying if it's you got to make sure that your lens is rated for 14 or better.
Oh, okay.
I've got a bunch of guys. The first thing I did was like, hell, I'll just borrow a bunch of welding helmets and bring them down here for my boys. And they were like, no, man, it's 11 to 13. I was like, well, it says 14, and I'm not going to chance my kids' eyes on that shit. So whatever.
Yeah, we got the NASA approved glasses. So
yeah, that's
make sure you use them though. They say it'll jack your eyes up. Like 3 days later, it'll be like flash burning with welding with no glasses on.
Fuck all safety shit.
Eyes are important, TR. Look at your elbow.
Like I said, I got my Ray-Bans.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, I shoot myself. I don't give fuck. I just put my sunglasses on and just kind of keep taking glances at it.
Yeah,
Right,
there it is. It finally went black.
Do a video 3 days later.
Yeah.
I'm not going to trust what mainstream media is telling me. Fuck them. They're always wrong. I'm going to look directly at that bitch. And I'm going to watch it.
Have you not ever looked directly at the sun with your naked eye?
For like a second.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's my point.
I was
I'm
going
not
to
saying
screw a bunch of.
But if you put some really good sunglasses on, I think I can keep glancing at it and kind of see what the fuck's going on. And it finally goes black. I can look at it because it lasts like 2 minutes and 30 something fucking seconds. I can say, oh, that's pretty cool.
Don't use them fucking sunglasses I gave you because those are like $5 Walmart.
And it's not going to be any brighter anyways than a normal day. It's the moon jumping in front of it as far as I know, right?
It's going to be less brighter than it normally is. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's not like you have to wear S.T.F 3000 because the shit's going to like fucking get lightning bolt shot down upon you.
I'm sure you're better off with the official fucking lens covering whatever it's supposed to be, but at the same time, if it's already being blocked out, I don't know.
Did you guys? I think it was Chris DY or DYI. I think he did a
software.
Yeah, it was like Mylar, but I tried using the Mylar bags that I have like before. Like as soon as I saw that video, I was like, well, shit, I got a bunch of those. And I tore one in half, so I was only looking through one piece of Mylar. I couldn't see shit. It blocked the whole thing out.
Well, like I said, I forgot my damn brazing or glasses or whatever you want to call them. They're not welding glasses. They're for cutting torch, blah, blah, blah.
Might as well be.
And I'm going to rip open one of my old floppy drives, but floppy disk. And I don't know if any of you has ever ripped one of those open, but it's like a red transparent disc. And you can actually put that up and look at the sun in the middle of the fucking summer. Put that in front of your eyes, and you can look at the sun with it. Just, I mean, yeah, I don't know.
I wouldn't know where the hell to get a fucking floppy disk, honestly.
I got a couple. Are you talking like? I mean, you're talking the old school floppy disk, or even like
old school floppy disk?
It's harder to find a floppy disk than it is to go walk to the store and just get rid of that.
Yeah, but I mean, if you've been on a computer for years, I guarantee you got an old floppy disk laying
I
around.
threw all that shit away. Fuck it. I got nothing to put it into.
The disc is actually red. It's a transparent red. You can hold it up at the sun. The reason I know this is a guy that was into astronomy, because he would take pictures of the fucking sun trying to catch sunspots and shit, and that's what he used as a filter. I know I fucked that up.
Astronomy.
I'm from fucking South Carolina. Fuck y'all.
Astronomy with Ryan Mustard.
With red sauce?
All right, now TR, I got to ask you a serious question. Are you talking the big old floppy disks that are like fucking like 6x8, or are you talking like the 3x3?
3x5.
No, there was a 5-inch. The 5-inch was like the most common.
Yeah,
5-inch.
just
3x5.
5-inch was
The latest fucking floppy that came out that I know your computer don't even fucking have anymore. But anyway, regular fucking floppy.
Did they call it the A drive or some shit?
It's like this big, Blue.
Oh, fuck. I got a bunch of those.
No, it was in a square package, but inside it was 5 inches.
The ones with the plastic covers with the little aluminum sliding door thing on it. Those are 3 1/4 inch discs.
That was after the original floppy disk.
Yeah, the 5
disc.
One of the okay.
Okay.
A floppy disk.
Well, they had 8 inch.
They had
8 inch, 12 inch before that.
That's not even a floppy disk. That's after the floppy disk.
Yeah, the other ones you could go like this and it would fucking.
No, dude, trust me. The floppy disk you could do like this and it would be like blah 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 blah.
See, I remember what Pops is talking about.
Yeah,
they were big and black.
Whoa,
big and black.
Right.
Yeah, big and black.
Look at this.
We called them the racist discs. I mean discs.
I just popped that bitch open, pulled out the actually floppy disk that was in it. It looks black, but when you shine light through it, it'll come up red. You could take one of these out, and you can look at the sun directly through it. And
I hope you were done with all the porn that was on that one, because
I think we're doing that right now. We're looking at the sun right through it.
You can do that with your finger too.
Well, I mean, if there's any porn on there, it would just been a picture. There wouldn't have been any video. I'm just saying.
Ouch, Elliot.
Oy vey. Yeah, well, you could shoot them with shotguns. That's about the only other good thing they're good for.
I'm seeing TR has typed in the floppy disk sun thing. It says, yes, you can do it, but it's only safe for cameras, not for humans. I know
that's the lawyers talking, probably.
Okay. Yeah, like I listen to shit like that.
Anything's better than nothing.
Motherfucker shoots himself. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't even wearing safety glasses or hearing protection when I shot myself in the fucking elbow. I still got a goddamn broke arm. And I had some asshole say, I can't believe you wasn't wearing ear protection or eye protection. I was like, well, what would the fuck that would have done to my elbow? It had nothing to do with my elbow, okay?
Dude, if that would have hit you in the fucking eye, you'd be fooled.
Dude, well, once I realized there was a bullet in my fucking arm,
A month later.
Me and my buddies were talking. Think about it. I mean, I know this ain't AR-15. I'm shooting like this, okay? Let me raise my arm. I'm shooting like this. Okay, yeah, it hit me right here. What if it been a couple inches over? There's my fucking heart.
No, your heart's like in the middle of your chest.
Well, whatever. I'm just saying. I would have been still laid out in my yard right now, probably, because nobody visits me.
Well, we would have never known. It never would have.
TR ain't put out a video in a fucking month. What's up with him?
You do so many fucking chats, we would have called right away because you wouldn't have done a chat.
You know how I am. That fucking you don't show up on live chat by like 9:28. I'm like texting you, calling you, dude. You fucking fall asleep.
Take a little nappy.
I reviewed the video where I actually done that, and you can actually see the bulge where that fucking casing was. It's just that I wasn't paying any fucking attention to it because I was watching all the blood run out of my arm. I was like, holy shit, look at that. See, I shot myself. But over here, about 2 inches over, you see this big bulge. And that's where that fucking casing was.
But you finally got out your damn arm.
Good thing you didn't go to the hospital right away and get that X-ray. I kind of suggested.
Yeah, well,
that's pretty cool.
You gotta test yourself. You gotta test what can I take. And I was in denial. I was like, "What if the motherfucker bounced off? I'm good."
I wanted to see the X-ray video. God damn it!
I didn't even see that.
Right.
I wanted to hear what the nurse said. That's what I wanted.
Oh, I was the fucking.
You could have just taken a metal detector to it. It's like a redneck X-ray. Just take a metal detector. You'd be like, "Oh fuck, gotta go to the hospital."
Well, I thought there was like a little piece in there until my buddy tried to dig it out, and we seen it and was like, "Oh fuck, okay, I'm gonna go to the emergency room on the way home."
Yeah, let me get done with work first. I'm gonna go to the emergency room.
Oh, I was a hit. All the nurses, the doctors, all of them, they were fucking coming by there and visiting and talking. And they're like, "You had that in you a month?" And I was like, "Well, yeah, I didn't know it was in there. I just thought there was a little piece of metal in there and it got infected or something." It was actually not that bad experience. Even the cop that showed up, he was like, "That's been in there a month?" I was like, "Yeah, it's been in there a month, man." I said, "I got it on video if you want to see it."
Wait a minute. A cop actually showed up?
Yeah, because a security guard. Evidently, I was such a talker. This was a very, very, very low volume hospital. There was like one person in front of me when I showed up at the ER at 8 o'clock at night. And it was like a little subdivision of the main hospital. And once I said I had a bullet in my arm, I became the talk of the hospital.
Gunshot.
And, yeah. And a security guard stuck his head in there. He's like, "What county do you live in?" And I said, "Greenville." He's like, "Okay." And, a little while later, policeman showed up. You probably hadn't heard this, Blue. I'll go ahead and tell it. He showed up. He come in. He started questioning me a little bit. I mean, he was very, very casual. Don't get me wrong. It ain't like he come in there, fucking booting the fucking face or nothing like that. He was just like, "Well, can I ask you a few questions?" Because she was still trying to dig a bullet out of my arm. While he was questioning me, she was still digging the bullet out of my arm. And I was like, "Yeah, sure, whatever." And he started questioning me, and I was like, "No, I was shooting at a metal target. It bounced back. I got a ricochet. I didn't realize a bullet was in my arm. Me and my buddy tried to dig it out. We realized it was more than we could handle, and here I am." And anyway, he's like, "So a month ago," and even the nurse questioned the cop. She's like, "So we have to report to you every gunshot wound?" And he's like, "Not really." if you think there was some kind of crime, he didn't elaborate, but let me elaborate for him. I forget what he said, but he's like, if you think it was something that was criminal or, you know, something bad, we would like to know about it. But if you think it was just, you know, accident or whatever, no, you don't have to call us. And he said, I don't even know why they called me here now. If this happened a month ago, I don't even know why they called me now. And I told him, I said, well, the security guard got wind of it and come in here and poked his head in and asked me where I lived and blah, blah, blah. And he actually rolled his eyes. He's like, oh, okay. I understand now.
Rent-a-cop.
Yeah. And then he went over there and watched her try to dig this shit out of me for a little bit. He's like, okay. And he walked out of the room. He'd come back in. He's like, okay, if I want to see that video, where do I go to find it? And so I told him my channel name and all that shit and what the video is named. He's like, because he laughed it off. He was like, okay, all right, I'll go check it out.
Yeah, I mean, we've had a couple like that where but our hospital is always report if there's anything that comes in, stab wound, even if it's, well, I stabbed myself in the hand. What was that? 2 Christmases ago. They didn't call the cops on that because my story was so stupid they believed it. But it was like, you know, any type of injury that's caused by a quote unquote weapon. Yeah, they pretty much call the cops. But mine was so minor, and you could obviously tell I was an idiot on Christmas Day. But yeah, it's the same thing. I mean, it's because, I mean, seriously, they don't know. Okay, let's say TR Prepper's a fucking thug and was rolling through Greenville and took a couple fucking shots at somebody, and somebody shot back, and he's had this bullet in his arm for a month, and then they have an unsolved case from a month ago. You know, they're going to follow up on that.
Well, he did get on the radio and he called out, and he was using code. I mean, I could get that. I don't know what the code was. Don't get me wrong, but I knew what he was doing. And they were all like negative, negative, negative. Basically asking if there were any shootings, robberies, blah, 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 blah. And it all come back negative. And he's like, so basically he had no reports of any fucking shooting happening anytime lately. And he's like, oh, okay, you know, and like I said, I think when he went over there and watched her dig it out, he could tell what was going on and what it was and blah, blah, blah. And okay. Yeah. There's been no robberies. There's been nothing's happened tonight. Period. You know, it's like a fucking Wednesday night at 8 o'clock, you know, and it's like, okay, well, ain't been no shootings. So I'm going to believe him. And I think when he saw what was coming out of me, he was like, yeah, that's been there a while, or that wasn't whatever, you know. And I don't know. I wasn't worried about it because I know we texted back and forth in the little group chat we got going on. I was like, I ain't got nothing to fucking hide. Hell, I got fucking video proof of when it fucking happened. You know?
Hey, TR, there was only one guy that thought it was scar tissue. The rest thought it was a bullet.
I was just thinking it was scar tissue. I really did.
Jackpot.
But when it hit me, seriously, when it hit me, the lead was still in it. I know it was, because when it hit me, I don't know if you can tell it in the video because I looked over, it hit my boat. So the lead was still in the jacket, and it hit my arm. I'm just assuming the lead hit my fucking boat. The fucking jacket went into my arm after it broke my fucking arm, or fractured it. I shouldn't say broke, but fractured it. And That's why I didn't think nothing about it. It's like it hit me and I heard something hit my boat. I was like, okay, it bounced off my arm. That's why I didn't think anything was inside me.
So did it at first, like since you just said that, whenever it first hit you, was there, I only saw on your video the one entry wound. Was there an entry and an exit right next to it? Like, was it a huge gap or?
No, just that one hole. The one that I show in that video where you see the little hole, that's all it was there. Where the bullet was, which was well, I say 2 inches. It wasn't 2 inches, maybe an inch, inch and a half over where the actual jacket was. There wasn't an entry wound there. When it hit that bone, because that's exact. Here's the entry wound. Here's where it was. The jacket. Yeah, I mean, it's only an inch, inch and a half over. But I heard it hit my boat. That's why I didn't think anything about anything being in my arm. I thought it hit my arm and bounced off, which it did, or part of it. You know, it's just that the jacket actually went into my fucking arm. And for those that hadn't seen it, I got it right here. That was what, that's a 223 Tula fucking jacket that I just dropped.
So it
was
was
in my arm.
It was a Russian conspiracy.
Yeah, it's a Russian conspiracy. The motherfuckers trying to take me out, but goddamn bullets just bounce off of me.
TR is now tagged.
It looks like there's lead in there, dude. Is it the base of the bullet is left, plus the jacket that...
This is the entire fucking jacket from a Tula 223. Matter of fact, this is what that is. I know it looks longer, but it flattened it out. I don't know if I can turn it around. I know this webcam probably... Okay, so there's still a hollow hole. I know... Shit. No, there we go. How's that? A little bit better. All right. There's the base. What was the tip of it is just a shredded looking end. I mean, because they crimp it together.
Well, plus it's still going 3,000 feet per second. So,
yeah, believe it or not, that's what that was. Excluding the fucking lead or whatever the hell they use, zinc or whatever. I don't know.
Your badass redneck blood obviously had corroded that jacket so much so that now it looks like lead as opposed to
well, it lived in
originally.
it lived in my arm for a month.
Yeah, or I guess you could call it living. Maybe your arm lived with it in there for a month, yeah. Right?
Rent free.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm just glad you're back to normal, man. I can't tell you how happy.
SoCal, for anybody out there watching, SoCal is the one that preached to me the most that I needed to go to the doctor. And I kept, fuck it, I'm okay. And then once I realized, I was like, holy shit, there's something big in my arm. Let me go to the fucking hospital. It was like, fuck the doctor. I'm going straight to the fucking ER. A month later.
I still can't believe that it hit you with enough force. I mean, I realize the ricochet coming back is still going to hurt and hit, but I can't believe it broke your bone. I mean, it didn't break it in half or anything, but you still have like fractures in there.
Yeah. Well, like I said, that's why I say the whole bullet, I think, actually hit me, because as soon as it hit, and you see me in the video, if you go back and watch it, I'm like, shake my arm, you know, like, you know, what the fuck? Something hit my boat. So I'm thinking the lead core hit my boat. The jacket went in me. I can't explain the physics of that, but that's the only thing that makes sense, because all I had was a jacket inside me. But at the same time, as soon as it happened, I heard something hit my boat.
I'm guessing it was probably two different trajectories. You know, the lead headed one direction, and the
Yeah.
you know, the lightweightness. You know, the jacket is so light that it was probably curving, or you know, it doesn't have enough mass to head in a straight line. It's too light, so it probably like curved off. And
Well, after it hit the steel plate, it might have been almost separated already, and you
Yeah.
know,
yeah,
and it was almost like two pieces of things hit me at the same time. I don't know if it hadn't hit the bone. The fact that it hit my bone hard enough to fracture it, it probably would have went through my arm if it hadn't hit the bone. I'm just guessing. I don't know. I'm just glad it didn't hit anywhere else. That was probably the best place for me to get hit, period. It could have hit me in the dick. It could have hit me in the fucking eyeball. It could have hit me in the fucking mouth. And if it hit with enough force to break my fucking arm or fracture it, like I said, heart, whatever. I mean, I was a lucky motherfucker. I consider myself a lucky motherfucker.
So
Because the next day I went to fucking work.
yeah, with that in mind, being a lucky motherfucker, I can't remember. I have to scroll up here. In the comments, somebody asked, "Did you name it yet?" Who was it? You need to name that thing like something good, like
That
Saint.
was Cobra was asking.
Yeah, Saint Teresa or something. Spared you.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to turn this chat into, but I mean, if all of us are shooting guys. I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, I knew I was standing too close. Fuck the eye protection and ear protection, because that didn't have a damn thing to do with it.
That's why I refuse to shoot steel. I don't ever shoot steel. It's just too dangerous.
Yeah, I know you don't. Yeah, you're very against that, and I appreciate that.
You'll learn. One of these days you'll learn. So
I'm thinking the plate, because I just had it on chains, might have been swinging back at me on that round.
that plate
And
was like
somehow-
diamond plate. I mean, that was the hardest looking steel I've ever seen in my entire life. There
Yeah.
was something about it. It was like tool steel or some shit. I mean, it was ridiculous.
Oh, it was hard shit. Yeah, it's hard shit.
Yeah,
Like AR 500 steel, you can hit it and it doesn't really mess it up. But that steel that you were shooting, I was like, man, something about that. It like looks like fucking diamond or something. It didn't look like it was gonna give at all, you know?
Yeah. You shoot at it, and it only makes it shinier.
Yeah, and it comes right back at you.
Well, it holds up some heavy shit. So I don't know.
But
Yeah.
Terry, you know what? The one thing that your video, how many people after your video took that extra second or shut the camera off and went back and got their eye protection and ear protection?
Exactly. I mean, that's why I put them up. It's like, I had a guy comment today. I don't know how it shows up on y'all's, but you know, all day long, if I get a comment, I don't care if it's a video from 4 fucking years ago. If somebody comments on my video, it pops up on my phone, and I'll reply. And he was like, you know, holy fucking Jesus, blah, blah, blah. Wear safety protection. You're lucky. You know, at first, as I was reading it, I was like, oh, fucking troll. And then he was like, damn, that could have been bad, brother. You know, and I was like, all right. You know, so I responded. And I was like, matter of fact, he was in the chat tonight. Never seen him before. In the comment section out there. And it's
What's
like,
his
yeah.
name? What's his asshole's name?
No, he was cool about it. Yeah, and he's right, because that's what we talk about. It, me and the guys at work. It's like, holy shit! I mean, of all the places to be hit, if you had to be hit, that was probably the best place to be hit. I mean, it could, like I said, it could hit you in the heart. Fucking took an eyeball out, went through my fucking skull. I mean, of all the things that could have happened, that was probably the least bad that could have happened, because I mean, I lived with it for a fucking month. I was like, yeah, it's tender, but it's okay. Like I said, my buddy Tool Monkey out there, he's out there. He's like, man, Jesus Christ, you got a broke bone and a fucking bullet in your arm. If I shove a hoe up your ass, are you just going to tell me it's tender?
It's a little uncomfortable.
Yeah. I tell you, one of the best things that I've gotten out of USPSA is eyes and ears and safety stuff, you know, because you can't get through a day without it. And you have to, and Rick will tell you this, that they won't even let you shoot. I mean, you walk up to the firing line, or even in your just walking around, eyes and ears, you got to have it on. And so now when I go out to the farm, it's all the time. So it's helped me a lot, because I didn't always wear eye protection. Honestly, I didn't.
Won't they just instantly DQ you if you go up to shoot and you're not wearing one or the other?
Well, yeah, they'll look at you like, you know, you're missing something or something like that. But I've only done it once, and it was hanging on my shirt. I just whatever. But yeah, you're done if you don't put it on. So.
All right, Pops, I got to ask you, since you wear glasses, what goggles or sunglasses, what eye protection do you wear? Because I've become same thing. Like eye protection, these are not shatter resistant for bullets. What do you use on top?
These are readers, so I don't really need them for 5-6 feet away or more. But I have two kinds of glasses. The one shooting glasses I have are I think the ESS, the ones that Rick's got. Anyway, they're really streamlined. But then I also have, and I don't know who makes them right now. You put me on the spot, but there's a company that makes a top focal. So you tell them your shooting eye, and they'll put the +1, so you can focus on your front sight. And I have those as well, and they're really nice. But they're only like $20. They're not a lot of money.
You have these ones, right, Rob?
And
that's what I'm looking for. Something to put over my glasses.
There's a bunch of companies that put them out. Wiley X, Oakley. You know, think of any major sunglasses manufacturer. They probably have a ballistic, you know, quote unquote, type of shooting goggle or glasses that you can.
Yeah. Yeah, but you can spend a lot too. I would buy the cheap ones until you figure out what works for you. Because honestly, after I ordered them, I started doing a lot of research on eyes and shooting and stuff like that, and I really shouldn't have ever got them. But I will say they help with the classifiers, because you're standing still. You got your top focal. You can see that nice bright dot, and you're just drawing and you're shooting, usually not moving. So when it comes to classifiers or like Steel Challenge, I think they're actually a good thing. You're not, you know, if you've developed the skill of not focusing on the front sight and more of target focus, it won't help you anyway. So it just depends on how you shoot.
Yeah, and are you talking about? I think, Rob, are you talking about the thin ones when you're wearing ear pro?
Yeah,
these are ESS glasses, but they make
the exact ones I got. Yep, exactly. Yeah.
And this is
I
really
don't even
cool.
wear ear pro. I use the foamies, but I like them because they're lightweight.
They are light. Well, here's an example of what a normal pair looks like. So that's that thick and this thick. See the difference?
Yeah, if you wear earmuffs, they dig into your head by the end of the day.
And I like the ballistic lenses. They're way thicker than like these ones. Look how thin those are.
I like the thicker lenses. Any glasses I've ever put on, the thicker the lens, the better.
Yeah, these glasses are awesome.
See, just like what Rob just said, if I'm shooting a rifle, I can't put on another set of glasses and have earmuffs on top. Or pistol, it doesn't matter. I can just put a pair of earmuffs on. But if I put that extra cover on my glasses, you automatically break the seal. So I've got to put the earplugs plus the earmuffs. And I'm just looking for something to eliminate.
You want these, bro?
Well, you could have you could get those ear things made for your ears, you know.
Those still don't work great with rifles, though, sometimes.
Blue, the ones that Rick is talking about, the ESS, I have a pair of those as well, and they come with several different, at least some of their frames come with different arms, I guess, whatever they're called, the things that go over your ears that come in different thicknesses. They also have ones that are, you can detach it like right about where your temple is, and they just have a really thin strap that wraps around the back of your head. They're pretty modular, so to speak.
Check this out, Blue. So it's 0.68. I got calipers right here. 0.68. A normal pair, which is ESS, these are shooting glasses as well. But if you're going to wear like foamies, that it's 1.84.
I think the ESS is the ones I have that have the top focal in them.
Oh, did you get them, the prescription ones?
Just on the right eye at the very top. They have this little part. I'll go get them, but yeah, they're cool for classifiers because you're standing still and whatnot.
Well, it work out my safety glasses. I wear bifocals, and the bifocals at the top because the bifocal at the bottom. I mean, I don't need glasses to see distance at all, but as far as reading, looking at something up close, trying to fix something, I need a bifocal. And I prefer it at the top, even just for every day, because when it's at the bottom, it fucks my peripheral vision up. And when I'm climbing steps, I'm fucking tripping all over the goddamn place, and I can't fucking walk and everything else. So I prefer it at the top, so I can just lean my head down. Okay, now I can see it. But when it's at the bottom, it fucks up everything else.
Hey guys, I'm gonna have to cut out tonight. I hate to interrupt, but it's been a lot of fun chatting. TR, thanks very much for having me, bro.
Night, Coda boy.
That's okay, man. We're about to end this anyway.
Night, Coda.
Good night, guys. Y'all take it. Oh, by the way, Rick, I was at the store earlier, and I was thinking of you, babe, right there.
Thanks, brother.
All right, man. Y'all take care.
Power to the sweet tea.
Yeah. See you.
Sweet tea matters.
See you, Coda.
Bye, guys.
All right.
No, you don't you don't got to.
We're at the. I know we don't got to. I don't have to. I don't got to work tomorrow. I can stay up all fucking night. But
you don't got to.
Cheers.
We can keep going.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm. I was just saying, you know, we're
minutes.
getting close. That's all I'm saying. We'll go about another 10 minutes. Man.
All right, so these are called the. Oh my God, my battery's about to die. If I fall off, I won't come back on. But my laptop batteries. These are the ESS. They're called crossbows because they're very, very thin right here. And what's funny about the shooting gear and people that shoot in, you know, competitive style stuff, there's so much fucking gear out there. You will buy every piece of fucking gear on the planet until you find the right one. And Rick will tell you that's the case. Belts, holsters, fucking mag carriers, and all this shit. It's really fucked up because there's no solution until you find the right thing. But now these are called SSP eyewear, and these are pretty cool, at least if you're shooting a classifier. And they have the darker lenses. But you see that right there? You see that little different right there?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, good top bifocal. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the +1 because basically you can walk around like this and you're looking, and then the minute you go to shoot, let me refocus. The minute you go to shoot, you kind of go down, and that little focal thing is right on your front sight, and it's really pretty awesome. So anybody interested in these, I cannot in good heart because they're great glasses, but I ordered them and it took them 8 fucking weeks to send these to me. But they're SSP eyewear. I'll just tell you now, if you go order them, they're cheap. But don't expect to get them right away. I have no idea. They're backlogged or whatever. But they're modular, so you can order different lenses. You can order lefts, rights, no magnification. You can order different magnification, whatever. But I really got pissed. I emailed them. They never responded to my emails. Absolutely horrible company, except for the fact that the product's actually pretty fucking good, you know. So take it for what it's worth, you know.
The top bifocals are a little hard to find. Well, they're not hard to find, but they can be pricey. The set that I wear at work right now, I don't remember, but I mean, there were somewhere between 15 and 20 bucks. And I need to get another set because, I mean, they're safety glasses. They fall off my fucking face. I throw them down on the ground. They get scratched up, and I'm due for another pair. They provide safety glasses at work with the bottom bifocal. But like I said, I just don't like the bottom bifocal. I mean, for normal activities, they work fine. But I do too much climbing around on machines and stuff, and it fucks up my peripheral vision. You know, I'm climbing up on a robot like a fucking monkey. I need to see where my hands and feet and all that shit is, and they fuck that up. So I prefer the top bifocal. So when I need to see something up close, I can just tilt my head down and look at it.
Right.
You know,
they work good. Like I said, I like them and I don't like them, but for what they're used for, they're pretty good.
Most of the lenses are made of some kind of space age super material like polycarbonate, whatever the fuck it is, but it's still like not as scratch resistant as glass. Obviously, glass isn't the best bullet deterrent or projectile deterrent, so they use these crazy bicarbonate materials, but they do scratch like shit. So you got to baby them, but you keep them clean and keep them in the case, keep them clean, keep them wiped off. They'll last a long time.
They got
What's cool about
too.
most of these are modular, so you can order 10 or 20 lenses, and then the minute you get a scratching one, just throw it in the fucking trash and replace the lens.
Right.
I've got to get into the rhythm of whenever I know I'm going to a range, putting something else on top of my glasses, because you think you have glasses on, but most aren't shatter resistant or bullet resistant at all.
You can get prescription shooting glasses.
It still won't help you beat Olufsen, though.
Ah, for fuck's sake.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna record that every chance we get, so don't worry.
So maybe I missed it, Blue, but why? Like, describe your seeing issues. Like, why do you wear glasses?
Oh no, well, I've got bad seeing. I had shingles back whenever I was like 30. It went right down the fucking top of my head and went into my left eye, and so my left eye is pretty much fucked. But the glasses aren't thick enough. I know I can buy the prescription glasses because they keep telling me whenever I go, they're like, look, you're a cop, you might get shot at, you might get this, you might get ricochet. You can buy the shatter resistant, the whatever, but it's so much more and my insurance won't cover it. And it's like, so I want to get a cheap, basically I want to get a cheap exterior or something to put on, because I like to wear muffs. I don't like the earplugs. I like muffs unless I'm shooting a rifle. But it's like I just need something, because I know that if I'm shooting, at the range, I mean, Christ, not talking down for Armageddon, but I mean, we were shooting, and TR and I both got hit by something that we probably, the chances are 1 in a fucking million. But it's like you need that extra protection when you're shooting, because there's lead shooting, it might come back. There's jacket shooting, might come back. Regardless if it's at the farm or whenever I'm actually qualifying and stuff. But I don't like the extra layer. I can't stand it. It's almost like I don't know if it's because I wear glasses or what, but you put them on and you put something else on top of it, it fucks up your view. It really does, at least for me.
So there's I only know this because I live literally like line of sight 2.5 miles from the Oakley factory, and they have a series of shooting glasses, like regular, very much like what Rick was showing and Pop was showing. But there's no reason really why you wouldn't be able to wear them on a regular basis. That they have the super thin sides, the arms, whatever, but they can create bifocals, trifocals, or just plain old straight up prescriptions that are still ballistic, protecting, and I think they're still somewhere around sub $200. And for a pair of prescription ballistic resistant glasses, that's pretty decent deal. So you might.
Maybe that's what I need to do. I mean, just quit fucking around and just pay the money. And when I'm working or when I know I'm going to the range or whatever, wear those instead of just the regular glasses. Because I mean, they're not wrapper, and that's the thing that I've got myself into is I've got glasses on, so if it hits, I'm okay. It's a self. What the hell's the word?
Preservation.
Yeah, yeah, because of the fucking money part, but you think you're okay because you have the glasses in front of you, but yet whenever they sell you the glasses, they're like, oh wait, you shoot a lot, this isn't gonna stop a ricochet. Maybe I should just quit.
Tell them you're with Antifa. They'll probably hook you up with some good shit.
Hey, Blue, do you get a uniform allowance?
Mm-hmm.
Is there anywhere on there that talks about eyewear?
No.
I was going to say, because if you're wearing those glasses at work, maybe you shouldn't be wearing those glasses at work.
I actually know my eye doctor said I should not be wearing these glasses at work because they are not shatter resistant. I mean, like what we were talking about earlier with throwing porcelain, whatever. These glasses are screwed. If anything hits me in the face, it's gonna pop out and it's gonna be.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
What you need to do? I don't know what it cost up there in Pennsylvania, but just skip 2 fucking trips to the strip club, and you can buy some safety glasses with your prescription.
No, that's. I think I will do that. I think I'll look into it and see what they can give me.
Yeah.
Or you could watch Pop's video on how to make sweet tea, and then you can save money.
It works for glasses too, yeah. But I don't know what Blue's vice is, so you might have to. It might not be sweet tea for him. It might be like mellow yellow or some shit like that. I don't know.
What TR is saying, it's strip club. Bud Light, that's not a vice.
No, don't give up beer. I didn't say nothing about giving up beer.
Slow down.
Now, yeah, you can make your own beer, but it's not cost effective. It really is not.
Get crazy.
Beer is necessity. That's not a vice.
Or you buy a pair of these, Blue, and then you go to the store like CVS, and you buy those the lenses, that are the right magnification. They're cheap, like $15.
Well, that company will, if you send them your prescription, they will make your lenses, I think.
There you go.
I'm pretty sure. Like I said, I hate these people, but they're not really a shooting sports company. They're occupational, like athletes, professional athletes, even firefighters. I mean, people that need to be protected their eyes with prescription. So I think you can go to their website, give them your prescription, and they will actually crank out lenses for you. And what's cool is you pop these bitches out. You can have a left or right eye, and that's what I did. I did the reader +1 on the right eye, and a top focal. You can do bottom. You can set it up any way you want. Like I said, I hate these fuckers. I don't even really want to promote them, but the product, it really is pretty amazing.
All right, guys, we're gonna wrap this up because it's definitely been 2 hours now, and I like to wrap them up at 2 hours. It's been over 2 hours. So I'm gonna let everybody do an outro, and I'm gonna start with WTF SoCal.
Listen to this crazy Scotsman.
There you go. All right, Crazy Scotsman, go ahead.
All right, appreciate you having me on, brother. Guys, please just check out CMAX. Please donate, help them out, and get your entries in. I got a bunch of them coming in. I got a few more during the chat tonight. Really appreciate that. And there'll be some exciting stuff coming out here in the next couple of days.
I'm looking forward to it because I need to do an update video myself. So I'm waiting to see what you guys got going on, and then I'll do my video.
Yep, should be the next day or two.
All right. Is your six covered?
I got an awesome giveaway of the Gulch Gear camouflage, new camouflage. It's a VR entry, pretty simple, and that's about it. Doing some videos coming up here shortly, but appreciate it, TR, for invite. Take care.
Pop's Quest. Got anything to say?
Not a whole lot. Rick, sorry I didn't get on the Gulch Gear. I mean, I'd rather somebody else win it that really could use it. So I think it's pretty cool gear, though.
This would work great for your deer hunting.
I know I'm all set up, though. You know what I mean? So, and I don't do any stalking or I don't do anything weird. I go sit in a tree and I wait for them to come out. So, yeah. But anyway, I appreciate it. It's good stuff. Hopefully, somebody that can win it will enjoy it.
Daniel says, when's the cutoff? And it's after I get more VRs. I'm trying to get that stuff out. So
yeah, y'all camo junkies, go do a VR for Rick. That's my outro. Y'all take care.
There you go.
Yeah, that's the. I don't deer hunt. I don't hunt at all, so that's why I hadn't done the VR. So I mean, I'm like you, Pops. I'm like, somebody needs to win that would actually fucking use it.
Right.
Anyway. Sorry, Rick, but
no, I understand. I'm trying. I want the hunters to get to it. Daniel's a hunter, but I want to get more of the hunters involved to get Gulch Gear's name out there. So,
all right, Blue 823. Would you like to do an outro?
Well, thanks for the invite as always. The side chat, man, there for a while it was freaking burning. I mean, I couldn't even watch the side chat. It was going so goddamn fast, which is awesome. You guys kick ass out there making the comments, and we'll see you guys on the next one.
And with that, my only outro is my buddy Tool Monkey, who's out there. Let me borrow his CZ Scorpion. I'll be doing some shooting with it tomorrow, doing a little bit of and basically, I'm just going to shoot the shit out of it and do some chronographs and stuff like that. Compare it to a pistol. I know this is a pistol, but you know, compare it to a Glock or CZ or whatever, and you know, that little bit of extra barrel length. How much does that add? Blah blah blah, and just have fun with this little. It looks like a damn stormtrooper weapon from Star Wars. But anyway, that's all I got going on right now. Anyway, later, everybody. Good night.